Well then guys, here we are, the moment we've been working so hard to get to. It's time for the Championship playoff semi-finals.
As the Uruguayan curls one in. Oh, Middlesbrough take the lead!
So here we are then guys, we are back and it is time for the playoffs versus Blackburn. We've got the first leg and the second leg in today's episode, and of course because we finished a place beneath Blackburn, we are at home in the first leg, they're at home in the second leg, and of course there is the big thing around having home leg second is an advantage, and I believe it is an advantage. I think it's better coming back home and knowing what you have to do to win. Obviously the pressure's on us instantly to try and take something back to Ewood Park in the second leg, but this is how the playoffs are shaping up. Sunderland host Birmingham, we have Blackburn. We obviously went through how the Championship finished last time out. That's all in the past. We are here today to see if we can indeed get through to the playoff final. If we do, that will be the next episode. If we don't, we'll see what we do from here on in. Most likely, we're going to start our full-on FM24 career mode, which of course is a journeyman, road to glory type of career mode. So we'll see where things lead us. But without any further ado, nothing else left to say other than let's get the team ready for the first leg at home to Blackburn. So it is worth noting Sunderland had an absolutely appalling first leg. They lost 3-0 at home to Birmingham City, which albeit pretty much books Birmingham's place in the final. I'm not going to say it's for sure, but that is probably the most nightmarish start for Sunderland that they could have asked for, of course. Birmingham have had an absolutely wonderful season. They've got a great squad. FM has clearly recognised that because they were miles ahead of everyone else when it come to the teams in the playoffs. So yeah, it looks like Birmingham are already looking the most likely. Now it's time to see if we can take a similar step forward to see if we can join them. Something else that's been a bit of a relief off our shoulders, of course, we did lose the dressing room slightly towards the end of the season. Johnny Howson pulled us in and the team were unhappy. They questioned us about the morale and what was going on at the club. It looks like we've put that to bed now. None of the players who previously agreed with Johnny Howson regarding the poor dressing room atmosphere no longer do, and the promise to improve the dressing room atmosphere has been fulfilled. So hopefully that will give the morale of the players that little bit of a boost ahead of this crucial game. So here's the team then ahead of the first leg at home. Seny Dieng, of course, will be our goalkeeper. He's probably been our best player throughout the season. At right back, I had a bit of a dilemma between Rav van den Berg and Anthony Dijksteel. I have gone with Dijksteel over van den Berg. I was suggested to go with Dijksteel because he's a better marker, so that's what I've done there. I've went with my assistant, my coach's recommendations on that. We are sticking with the same centre-back pair though that have been a mainstay for the majority of the season. That's Dale Fry and Darrell Linehan. It's a flip of a coin between Lucas Engel and Alex Bangura, but I've gone with Bangura. McNair will sit in front of the back four as he does with Hayden Hackney and Johnny Howson either side. Howson's experience could be key, and Hackney had a fantastic game and got us to the playoffs essentially with the assist. Then we've got Isaiah Jones on the right, the guy who literally scored the goal that got us here, Riley McGree and Marcus Force. Our 27 goal a season striker starts up front. The rest of the team's morale is pretty much back to where it should be. He's the only one who's still a little bit on the fence just due to his contract situation, but we've lost Latilath through injury, and I don't think Daka has done enough in his loan spell thus far, only the 2 goals for him. So we're going to go with Mr. Marcus Force, and we're going to hope and pray that we can give ourselves some form of an advantage going in to the second leg. I did get it wrong in my last video when I mentioned, and I went through Blackburn's fixtures and the games they played. I said they'd beat us twice. They actually haven't. We beat them in our home game 1-0, not too long ago actually, so I don't know how I forgot that. But then I believe they beat us by 1-0 back at their place, so it's safe to say, at least against one another, it's been pretty tight in both of the game. So it's important we use our home advantage. I think that is clear when we are up first. If we do go back to Ewood Park with a defeat, it's going to be very, very difficult, isn't it? How important will it be to score first? I think it's huge that we take charge of the match nice and early. Have recent fixture lists been particularly challenging? I mean, maybe. Obviously, before the final day, we'd lost 4 in a row. We're not coming into the playoffs in good form, which is always a big red flag. But we're always up for the challenge. And to be fair, Blackburn's form's not been as good either. They've only won, I think, 2 of the last 5. They've had a few defeats too. So, yeah. They're not as in form as you'd probably think as well. Just not as badly as we are. But form goes out the window. This is all that matters. The previous 46 games are now out of the window. It is all down to 180 minutes of football for a place at Wembley. Free kick early, whipped in by Paddy McNair. Isaiah Jones will get there on the right. He whips it in. Riley McGree is free at the back post, but Markandale does well to get there first. It is only as far as Paddy McNair. He plays it into Riley McGree, who crosses it in. Isaiah Jones was there at the back post, but we've kept them penned in here. Fry to Dykesdale. Can we make the most of this spell? The cross is in, and it's Riley McGree. Once again, McGree has done the business and put us in front. We questioned McGree so much at the end of the season and the run-in. He almost lost his place to Morgan Rogers. What a cross from Dykesdale. Force and Hill both missed it. He got the goal that won us the final day to get us here. He's put us in front in the first leg. Riley McGree. Well, he stepped up when we've needed him. But this is a free kick in a very, very horrible position. And we've had a habit of... Oh, I was going to say we've had a habit of... Or the opposition have had a habit of scoring worldy free kicks against us of late. But Adam Wharton put that one agonisingly over the bar. Dykesdale's having a great game, given the fact he's not played much football. And Dale Fry's having a good game as well. This is a great start to see as many players having as much of a great game as possible. But we do have a free kick right in our corner here, which makes me slightly nervous. But Bangura plays it square to Dale Fry, who then plays it out to Anthony Dykesdale. Here's Isaiah Jones. We've played the ball out quite well there. And Isaiah Jones, he's turned on the afterburners here. Cuts back to Hayden Hackney. What a ball from Hackney. That's a beautiful ball. And Isaiah Jones makes it 2-0. We're in dreamland in the playoff semi-final. What a ball from Hayden Hackney. Where's this been all season? This is like the real-life Hackney. Look at the ball. That's beautiful. And Isaiah Jones, not known for his finishing, puts it in to the far corner. And I would never have dreamt of a first leg like this. Given our form, the morale, we've had to have endless team meetings because of issues within the squad, our top goal scorer, and what a reaction from the boys. What a reaction and what an opening 45 minutes that has been. We're only a quarter of the way there though, let's not forget. But hands on hips. Yeah. Let's see. I think I'm just saying you're doing brilliant. I'm not going to... I've said that before and we've bottled the second half on multiple occasions. So I'm going to say we certainly deserve to be with how much we've criticised. So I'm pleased. That's it. Do not interrupt the job at hand. The bigger the lead, the better for when we go back to Ewood Park. But if it stayed at 2-0, I'd take that. It's then a question of how defensive do we go at Ewood Park, because I'm not the type who likes to just park the bus and allow the opposition to just come at you, because then you're asking for trouble. We've got to just, I think, approach every game the same, at least to start with anyway. But Blackburn have hoofed that clear to absolutely nobody, and we recycle possession again. Oh, but Jones has been caught there in midfield by their left back, and now Blackburn will look to build from the back. Rankin, Costello here. Sigurdsson. We look like we're in a decent shape. I've probably completely just jinxed us there, but they do have inside forwards who like to cut inside, so we're going to try and... Oh, they're in. Oh, they've hit the post! They've hit the post. What a big miss that could be. was going to say they've got inside forwards, so we're trying to trap them on the inside and force them to go wide and cross the ball. But that was the first time they've got over the top and in behind, and it almost caused us an issue. They've hit the post, but we're going to make a change, mostly just to preserve a bit of fitness, as Jones is having a tremendous game, but we don't want to risk any injuries. So we're going to bring on Morgan Rogers. I think we're going to bring on Patson Daka. I think that might be it for now. Might save another few subs for at the end of the game just to sit back a bit, but it's too early for that quite yet. As I think Blackburn are going to start pushing. They've changed formation. But they've not had a shot on target yet, which is quite a surprise. And I mean, if we could make it 3 here, we'd be in absolute dreamland. McGree with the corner. It's headed clear. Morgan Rogers takes across to Paddy McNair and Johnny Howson. The captain's made it 3, but I think there's something going on in the box. He's offside. Oh, we've got VAR. I didn't realise. It's been given. VAR they've awarded the goal. I forgot we even had VAR in the playoffs. McNair's shot was blocked. Howson's never offside. I mean, where's that initial decision come from? Right, now I think is the time to preserve the lead. I mean, we're 3-0 up. It's ridiculous. Right. I mean, look how many players are having a good game. You couldn't ask for a better situation than this. Right. I don't want to bring on anyone who's complacent, and they're all a little bit complacent at the moment, which is a bit of a worry. We'll bring on Sammy Silvera for McGree. And, I mean, I don't want to bring anyone off because they're all playing so well. I'm going to have faith in the boys that are out there. I'm going to drop us back to balanced, but I'm not going to go as far as going 5 at the back or taking anyone off and bringing anyone on who's potentially a little bit complacent. Actually, we'll bring off Hayden Hackney because he is looking a little bit tired. So Lewis O'Brien can come on as a supportive box-to-box midfielder. And I'll preserve Howson with Dan Barlasser as well. We'll have him as a deep line playmaker. Okay. Okay. We're into stoppage time. Blackburn have not turned up. 1 shot on target. And we will take a 3-goal advantage into the second leg. And I've got to tell you, it's been a long time since that many members of the starting 11 have put together a performance like that. Dieng a 7.8, Dijksteel an 8.2, the back 4 were all great. McNair did extremely well. Everyone who come off, apart from Force, did really well, and I think that's the morale. The morale has been boosted. They're all feeling better, they're feeling good. Force is the only one who still isn't, but we're sort of getting on with it and are winning a good performance. Actually, that's going to win. Let's give them more of the same next time. And look at how happy they are. They've not been this happy in ages. That match today looked like it could have gone either way. I don't know about that, Chris. I don't know about that, Chris. Although we did score with every shot on target. But I'm not going to say there was an element of luck at all. Yeah, I never believed for a second we weren't going to win that game. That win must please you. How thrilled are you? We did our job. I'm going to say we were excellent. I'm proud of the team. I am proud of the team, given the form we've been on, the end of the season we had, the fact that we slipped into the playoffs. I honestly thought Blackburn were going to, be strong favourites, and we would struggle. But I'm going to give Dijksteel some praise as well. We'll send Leo off to the press conference, and like Birmingham City, we take a 3-goal lead back to Ewood Park, but let's still not get complacent. We're heading to Ewood Park. They're going to have a full house. They're going to be up for it, and they know exactly what they need to do in order to beat us. So it's still not over yet, but let's head to the second leg at Ewood Park. It's good to see that the board have complete and utter faith in us and the supporters. They're both expecting a defeat. Which, and the supporters think Tom Glover should start this match. What? I mean, I must be the only Boro fan who thinks that is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, a little bit of news. Burnley and Leicester are circling around Dale Fry. That's something to definitely keep an eye on if this series is to progress. But here we go then. Getting ready for the second leg. And you guys will not be surprised to hear that we are going to go with exactly the same team that played in the last game and did that unbelievable job. So, as we do, Riley McGree is going to be an attacking inside forward. I'm even going to stick Marcus Force back in there again for, of course, the injured Latte Lath. I mean, Dykesdale's performance come from absolutely nowhere, so he's going to be in there once again as a defensive fullback, and I can't think of any reason to change anything else. Out of possession, we're going to keep things exactly the same. I'm going to go balanced though, because I don't want to be naive and just go gung-ho, because Blackburn, an early goal and we're under pressure straight away. So I'm going to go balanced for a change. We do not need to score. We do not need to push the boat out. It's more important that we stay strong at the back. But I'm not going to park the bus and just sit back, because then we're just asking for trouble. So let's see. Hands on hips. I think that top one is... Yeah, forget all about the first leg and make sure you approach this match with nothing less than 100% focus. That's literally all that needs to be said. I'm going to see if I can just up forces. I have faith. Not much of a reaction. You need a win here against Black. We don't need a win. We need to just not lose 3-0. Have you picked the right team? I'm very confident I've picked the right team. How you look to build an impressive performance last time out? Is there some way of saying we just need to focus? I'll just say, yeah, momentum. The more we can put these sort of performances together, the better. Yeah. Here we go then. Second leg at Ewood Park. We've gave ourselves the best possible chance here. 3-0 lead. But still 90 minutes to go. And there is every chance Blackburn put 3 past us here. Every chance. I've got a sneaky feeling that this is far from over. So we just need to... You know what? I'm even gonna... time waste sometimes. I know. That is dirty and disgusting. I know. And creative freedom. Be more disciplined. Yeah. We're going to be more disciplined as well. I'd say that. Don't do anything stupid. Don't try anything really, really silly. But here we go. First highlight of the game is on 6 minutes. It's Blackburn playing out from the back here. Playing it in. Here's Moran. Sigurdsson round the corner to Gallagher, who always scores against Boro in real life. Here's Sigurdsson. Blackburn coming out as quick and fast here. Moran with a shot, and it's just wide. I feel like if they'd have crossed that earlier, we could have been in bother there, but they didn't. They held on to it, played it back, and he missed the target. I just want that clock to just keep on ticking. But I know 3 goals can just bang, bang, bang. It happened against Sunderland earlier in the season, if you guys remember, when we were 5-1 up with 10 minutes to go and we won 5-4. So let's not pretend that that teams on this game cannot just put 3 past you in a flash. But we've kept it tight by the looks of things. There is absolutely no highlights to speak of. They've had 1 shot on target. We've only had 1 shot, 0 on target. Any given day, I'd normally be saying, Boro, what the hell are you doing? But I am not bothered about what we do going forward today. It's all about what we do at the back. And Dale Fry goes and does that. He just passes the ball to them. And this is on the edge of half-time, by the way. So what a great time this would be to concede. Sammy Smodic's into Moran. And he's put it wide again. I've got to tell you, I think the footballing gods are on our side here, because I'm sure he missed a gilt-edged chance in the first leg. I think he's missed 2 there, but I mean, Dale Fry cannot be giving the ball away there. It's careless, but you know what? So far, so good. We're doing the job. Professional. Dara, that's why you're the man. That is lead by example. Absolutely. You're doing brilliant. Yeah. You've done beautifully. Beautifully. What a lovely adjective that is. Beautifully. Or descriptive word. Objective verb? I don't know. But beautifully. Nice. Make sure you see this through at the end. And you know what? Should I be worried about someone doing something silly and getting a second yellow card? Should that worry me? We'll get to the hour mark, maybe the 65th, 70th minute, and then we might I'm just wary of the two lads who are booked. But cross comes in. Hackney's nicked it here. Hackney's driving into the box. Hackney, he's fouled. That's a penalty. VAR's going to take a look. If he gives a penalty and we go 4-up, you'd have to say that's game, set and match. The referee's taking a look. This normally in real life would mean slow motion replays that he's going to give it. The referee gives the penalty. We've been awarded a penalty and it's Marcus Force. The man whose morale has been on the floor puts us 4-0 up in the playoffs. Come on! Marcus Force may have just signed and sealed the playoff semi-final. Hackney was brought down in the box. Force with a beautiful penalty right into the roof of the net. And now Blackburn have a huge uphill task. But they come straight back at us here. A response instantly would be... Oh my God, Bangura. I thought he'd fouled their player there, but he didn't. But a response from Blackburn instantly would at least set them back to where they were, but Howson with a great interception. I just don't know what this highlight means, as now we're playing around from the back. Bangura to Riley McGree. Oh, he's lost it there though, and Moran as they're now on the transition into Sam Gallagher, and there's a goal back for Blackburn. They've retaliated, in fairness, instantly. McGree giving the ball away. Rankin Costello plays it into Moran. It's a great first-time ball. Dykesteel's not in line with his defence, and that's why he was onside. And Blackburn are back within 3, which is where we were to start with. Oh, no, they've got a corner. Rankin Costello. Back to Gallagher. Oh, my God. He's actually just thunder bastarded one from 30 yards. Are you serious? On what planet or what day does Sam Gallagher ever do this? What the hell? Of course he volleys one in from 25 yards. Right. Okay. The gap's now 2. Half an hour left. Dykesteel's nervous and he's booked. So that, for me, is the time to say, let's get you off. Cautious. I think now's the time. I think Paddy's booked as well. So we'll do our usual, dropping him in, replacing him with a defender. I think now something's just happened now, and now I think it is time for us to park the bus a little bit. Not fully, but yeah, it's definitely got to be a consideration. So we'll have Johnny as a ball winner. I think I'll bring Force off as well. I think I will, and Daka can come on. Maybe he can catch them on the counter attack. Hackney's nervous. O'Brien's a bit more experienced, so we'll bring him on. He can be box to box. We'll go cautious. Let's not sit back too early. It is still only an hour. But we're going to freshen things up. And we just need to steady this Blackburn wave of attacks. And of course Sam Gallagher gets a goal or 2 against us, whatever it is. Oh God, here they come again. This was always going to happen. Blackburn have got no choice other than, oh my God, they've scored again. They've scored. Is he offside? Oh, VAR are going to look at it. Oh, please disallow it for offside. Oh, they've gave it. Wow. How many goals have Blackburn? I think they've got 3 goals in 10 minutes. Well, 15 minutes. They're nervous. I'm gonna have to. What have I just clicked? I don't know what I just clicked. Can I cancel shouts? I have no idea what I've just said there. I think I might have clicked whatever's underneath encourage. I think I've clicked the wrong one. But at this point, for me, we've got to go defensive. 15 minutes. It's do or die. Defend Bangura. We're going to bring Engel on as well. We're not actually because he's nervous. We won't do that. We've got one more sub. Rogers for Jones. Make me proud, Marcus. Make me proud. 10 minutes. And Blackburn have another highlight. Given the fact they've scored with every single goddamn highlight this second half. Are they about to make it 4-4 and basically make me look ridiculously stupid? Oh, it's straight at the end. That's a terrible, terrible, terrible shot. Time waste a lot. Slow it down. If we lose the ball, regroup. No, we'll still counter press. Oh my god, I'm in a position where I don't want to fiddle with things too much. Let's just trust the boys as we head toward. We're into stoppage time. 8 minutes. Oh, they've got a corner. Oh no, the keeper's up. The keeper's up. McKenna's booted it, or is it? Oh, it's Bangura. They haven't got a goalkeeper. They haven't got a goalkeeper. Bangura. Yes, Alex Bangura has done it. He's scored from 45 yards and he has sealed. Finally, they've brought the goalkeeper up. O'Brien cleared it and Bangura still from there had to do well to get it on target. He's put it in the back of the net and the Blackburn onslaught, the Blackburn rout has been stopped and we are gonna make it into the playoff final. Come on! What a dramatic second half that was. And fair play to Blackburn. They come out swinging in that second half. I mean, the penalty was huge in the end. But as they pushed, we caught them out with no goalkeeper. And Alex Bangura got us over the line. Well done, boys. Congratulations. Congratulations. That was not an easy two-legged tie, but we're there. And though there has been a lot of time to process Middlesbrough advancing into the Sky Bet Championship, or there hasn't been a lot of time, can you share how you feel? I think we can be quietly optimistic. Let's still remain somewhat focused. Amazed that Riley McGree wasn't substituted. I think he played his part. It was a tough game, but there we go. 5-3 on aggregate in the end. Did Sunderland do anything spectacular, I wonder, in the other second leg? Thomason thinks they deserved more over the 2 legs. What happened elsewhere? I'm guessing it's Birmingham. I'd be astonished if it wasn't, given the fact they took a 3-0 lead back home as well. Is it Birmingham? Is it Birmingham? It's Birmingham. Wow, they've absolutely battered Sunderland, and that is who we're playing in the playoff final in the next episode. And listen, beating Blackburn was one thing. Beating Birmingham is going to be a different story. They are an unbelievable side. They were pretty much clear of everyone else in third, but not quite good enough to break into the top 2. But I believe when we've played them every time this season, in fact, we might be able to have a little look on here. Oh, it's not popped up as confirmed for Birmingham yet, but yeah, I think they've done the double honours quite convincingly. They've been a bit of a bogey team, I think. So we lost 3-2 to them at the Riverside, albeit we were 2-0 down, 3-1 down, I think, at one point. And then we lost 2-1 at their place as well, having already gone 2-0 behind. So I think it's safe to say we will be the underdogs heading into the playoff final. Will that be better? It might be better for Boro. It might be better that we're the underdogs and we can just go there, play our game and see what happens. But Birmingham, I mean, we all know they've got an unbelievable squad in real life. They had a great transfer window and it seems to reflect quite nicely on Football Manager. But that is it for the playoff semi-finals. And if you've enjoyed this video, guys, smash the like button. Please smash the like button for that incredibly dramatic playoff semi-final 2-leg. And we go on to another episode. Tomorrow will be the playoff final. You will not want to miss it. The richest game in football is here. And it's going to be between us and Birmingham City to see who gets promoted to the Premier League. If we win, this career mode will continue. If we lose, it will probably be the end of the road for now. So tune in tomorrow for what's going to be a bumper episode regardless, as it's Boro versus Birmingham in the playoff final. But until then, take care. Big thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow.